can't believe they don't load their own guitars. And the band was like, well, they did forever, and like they're backstage meeting contest winners. It's not like they're not doing anything. And then when I came out, they're not going to meet themselves. They're not going to meet themselves. Anyways, so then I came out, and the girl followed me through the club, right, like 2 steps behind me, and she was all like, I can't believe, like to her friend, I can't believe she's not gonna hang out with us. I know, what a snob, I can't believe it. I knew she wouldn't anyway. And finally, I just like hit my like,
you should have karate chopped her.
I did. I turned around, we got outside, and I was like, what is your problem? Like, what is your problem? And then she was like, well, why aren't you gonna come for a drink with us? And I was like, because I'm going home. I'm going to the hotel. I'm tired. It's 1 in the morning. We drove 7 hours today. I'm tired. And she was like, I knew it. And then, it was Regina, and it was 2003.
So,
just be quiet.
That's a real place.
It is a real place. Regina. I know why, but that's why Canadians are so sarcastic and funny. Because we have places called like Moose Jaw and like Regina. Regina with an R. So anyway, we were in Regina, and I was tired, and I had just gotten over the flu. And the night before, some guy jumped on stage to tell me that I wasn't playing hard enough.
You really attract the jerks.
I know. I had the flu. Be glad I didn't cancel the show. Anyway, so. Whoa. Not that I would ever do that.
You're starting to talk like those girls on Laguna Beach.
So anyway, you're like, I was so busy, and then I got stuck in the line at Booster Juice for my smoothie, and I could not go into work. And I was at Booster Juice for hours. When did I ever go to Booster Juice? Anyway, no, I just drink whiskey. Anyway, okay, so the girl's mad at me, and she keeps going on. I'm gonna finish it now because I started, people are videotaping, so she's just, I gotta finish the story now, so. Anyway, she just kept going at it, and then she kind of swore under her breath or whatever, and then we were loading the cab because Sarah and I were flying to Winnipeg, and, to Toronto. Anyway, it doesn't matter, who cares? Details. So I kind of, I ran at her, and she ran and got in her car, and I was like, what is your problem? Wasn't my show enough, and I drove this far, and then she was like, she got in her car, and I ran up to the car, and she had her window down a little bit, and she was like, fuck you, yelling at me, and then I came at the window, and I started to hit the window, and she did up the window, and then my manager picked me up around the waist, and dragged me and threw me into a cab. And I was like, and then I slipped a note under her windshield, and I was like, if you still like me, check yes for you. One time a girl almost broke my neck in a club, and she got thrown out, and she accused me of being racist. Really sad. Yeah, that was a very sad one.
It was not talk about that one.
I'm not gonna tell the whole thing, but she was like 15 and wasted, and
she tried to kiss Tegan. It was weird.
But she didn't. It wasn't a soft kiss. It was like she grabbed me and turned my neck really fast, and it cracked. And the security person freaked out.
If there's a therapist here, I think Tegan needs to work through some stuff. Like,
it's because, you know what it is? This is my summation for this whole thing, is that we really like what we do. Like, it's a really fun job, and like it's really exciting getting up every day. Like today we woke up, well, I did, everyone else showered, I didn't. I don't know if you can tell. But we wake up and we show up and we go into a Borders, and people put guitars on our laps, and all of you are here, and it's like the most magical kind of weird thing. Not to get all cliche and weird, but it is the holiday season, so, but it's like pretty much like the most amazing thing ever, and we've been traveling and touring for 10 years and have made 5 records, which is like so unheard of at this point, unless you sell millions of records. You know, your label generally just drops you, and radio won't play you, and like we've got the greatest life, it feels like. But then people do things like that girl did last night, or the girl that practically broke my neck when she tried to kiss me, and you feel really sad. It's not angry, it's more sad, because you're just like, you're gonna ruin it for everybody else, because that moment happens, and you start to think, are people getting too crazy? Are they watching too much Laguna Beach, and they think that you're or watching, you know, like, are they turning us into something that we're not? We're just regular.
You should have had a White Castle burger. I felt better after that. I just put it all into perspective.
I was having a moment. I just remember the moment 5 minutes ago when we almost started a song. That was awesome. You know what? I'm not even gonna sign CDs after this. It's your job. Oh, right. Anyway, I was just trying to say that we really like what we do, and there was these 5 stories in 10 years. So I guess isn't that bad. So
yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah,
that's pretty good. 5 fights in 10 years. yours isn't so bad, so. I know guys that have fights 5 times a week, so you shouldn't hang out with those people, yeah. Anyway, this song's called Call It Off, and I dedicate it to the 3 girls I just told stories about. We're so breaking up. I won't regret saying this thing that I'm saying. Is it better than keeping my mouth shut? That goes without saying. There's a chance I'll start to wonder something to do. I won't be out long, but I still think it's better if you take your time coming over here. I think that's for the best.
Huge round of applause. He's got like a full show, people. These ladies rock it, and they did it on their day off. So thank you guys. It means so much to us, whatever them. And thanks for the fabulous Canadian wit. So, while we all revel in the fact that they're the most amazing beings on earth, we want to make sure you guys all have the chance to meet them. So there's a couple things you guys need to know. If you guys have the wristband that shows you actually made a purchase, we're going to have you guys come in line. We want to do this in a nice, democratic way, to go back to what they were saying, and the fact that we are all here and part of this event. We want to make sure we do it in the nice, orderly fashion that we do everything in our country. And we'll want to make sure that we go through these people that are seated first, because they did get here at 5 o'clock in the morning. So let's let them go through first, and as soon as they're done, Tom, the man in the blue shirt, will let you all in. You still have time to buy a CD and meet them.